Cheer! Yep, as you can see, I didn't actually end it all. What's that? Continuation from video to video. Yeah, so welcome to day 11, I think it is, of the totally, wonderfully, exponentially too old Christmas. And this series has been a mess, but it has been quite nicely received because I'm still recording this as it's going on. And I need to drink up because the days are closing in. And the last thing I want to do is be behind schedule. Although that would be the totally clueless way. Anyway, so yeah, unfortunately no Christmas jumper today. Just this really nice, little bit big, but full respect to Northern Monk for actually doing men's sizes correctly. Especially male drinkers. Because every other company, they're like, t-shirts are skin tight and almost see-through, and it's like a large should be a large. But yeah, anyway, so I'm cozy as hell and I look cute as fuck, so that's the important thing. So yeah, today, and I've actually got the number as well, so this is going too well. We're having a look at number 8, or are we looking at Door Infinity today? It's number 8 because you can't actually have infinity. I'd like to drink infinite amounts of... Yeah, 8. Upside down. Or is it? Race car is race car backwards. You learn something new every day. Anyway, so, without any further ado, let's get this beer... Oh, well, let's see what's behind door number 8. I've done it again. Supposed to throw that at the camera. So yes, that dreaded day has come where we open the first Saison of the box. But I'm not too upset because this one sounds like a reek carker, or a rake carker. And yeah, so we're having a look at the Velvets Are Blue, which is a rustique blue Saison fermented with lactic acid bacteria. So, quick read of the blurb this time. 5.5% ABV. We have quoted our diary and made you a poetic blue Saison brewed with blueberries and fermented with lactic acid bacteria to create a tart, complex and sour experience. And speaking of bacteria, because I would imagine that's microscopic, Kasper Ledet does it again with the artwork. Fantastic stuff. I've got quite a nice little gallery of Kasper Ledet labels, because that's what I love about a really nicely designed beer label is, you know, if you're into like your graphic design and your arts and you're buying prints and, you know, print screens and all that sort of stuff, then you're getting pieces of art with your beer. So it's a win-win. So yeah, fantastic looking stuff. So yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. I know I've built up that I'm like, oh, I hate Saisons and but I've had some good ones. But it's again, it's a style that I'm still trying to get my head around. But I do love blueberries. Was it blueberries? I've forgotten. Yeah, I do love blueberries, believe it or not. Don't let the double chin, man breasts and beer gut fool you. I do actually eat fruit from time to time. Emphasis on time to time. Anyway, so let's look at that, a little bit of action. I've not chilled this down. Didn't think I needed to be honest. And I'm liking this so far in terms of the colour. There we go. What voice was that, by the way? Yeah, I've had a bit of a weird day at work today. I was only doing a 5-hour shift. Oh, look at that. It's like a slushy getting into the top of that beer. Yeah, I had a 5-hour shift at work, which means I'm only really entitled to my half-an-hour break, which is always classed as lunch. Let's get this in the bin. First shot, I'm amazing. Because it was only 5 hours, I only had 30 minutes for my main break. And they structured it in a way that I was working for 3.5 hours before my 30-minute lunch, and then just working for an hour. Put it in the middle. Anyway, Beer in a glass, and that is looking absolutely fab. Yeah, it's what you expect, and I'd imagine they've used quite a lot of blueberries in that, or I hope they have, because I love the flavour of blueberries. But yeah, it's almost got, it looks murky and actually quite chewy. And that head is a lovely one finger's work of a lovely sort of pinkish bluish stained head. Looks fantastic. But yeah, it's nice and dark. I'm trying to get the proper colour. You're not really seeing it on screen. It looks a lot darker. But yeah, this lovely sort of like blueberry raspberry edge to it. And just like all of the videos, I can't speak properly. Anyway, let's see what we get on the nose. Blueberries. And that sort of like lactic edge is given a bit of like a creaminess. So it's like a blueberry yogurt. Subtle amount of funk from that Saison quality. You do detect that it is a beer like a Saison. But that lovely blueberry character mixing with the lactic acid. It's not acidic, but it's creamy. Anyway, looks really good, smells really good, and I'm actually quite excited for this one. Of course I'm excited. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Just the right amount of tartness, just the right amount of funky yeast character, and masses of blueberry. It's got that mixture of, when you sometimes get blueberries, you sometimes get those like nice, gentle, fruity tasting ones, but then every now and then you take a bite, and it always catches you off guard because you just shovel them in your mouth. You get those lovely, like really fresh tasting tart blueberries. I don't know if blueberries are fresher when they're tart, or if it doesn't make any difference, but I always love it when you're eating like blueberries out of the little packets, when every now and then you get that big burst of tartness. And you're getting it in this by the bucket load. A little bit of a muskiness on the back end, but it doesn't leave that unsatisfying aftertaste that a lot of beer styles like Saisons tend to leave. So I suppose in that regard, it might not be considered a great example of the overall style, but that addition of blueberries is definitely helping proceedings. But it's not just like in a way, oh, it's like making the Saison palatable. It's actually taking it to a completely different level. And for me, this is tasting absolutely glorious. Lovely upper end of medium mouthfeel. Not too chewy, but not too watery. That's not showing on camera properly, but whatever. I think we're 11 or 10 days in, and that's the background. So I think it's a bit too late to worry about the aesthetics of the videos. And that bottle's going to fall over, so I'm going to take it down. And it's got that sort of like blueberry yogurt flavour, albeit a little bit watered down because it's in a beer after all. Yeah, it's the gentleness and subtlety that I think really works in this beer's favour. I really like that. The more you drink it, that aftertaste does build. That's what you would expect. But it doesn't get overbearing or outstay its welcome. But you can tell that it's a Saison, and that's important. For me anyway, when you brew beers like this, whether I like the overall style or not, if I could still detect what style of beer it is, and as it's been advertised, then I'm a happy chappy. So for those people who like to lick horse blankets, you've got that character in there as well. So yeah, I think that's a really nice Saison. We'll put you there. Blueberries stealing the show for me, just giving it that edge. But I think the base beer is actually really nice as well. So in terms of a rating, I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Would I drink it again? Yes, because that's what 7 out of 10 is, essentially. Because I am BeerTube royalty, of course, so I set the standards of ratings. But yeah, 7 out of 10, lovely stuff. And yeah, we've started our Saison journey with the 2-all calendar. in a good way. And I think there's about 3 or 4 more. I can't remember. It's been a while since I actually looked at the beers. So, yeah. Obviously, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. What's some of your favourite saisons? What's some of your favourite 2 old beers? Check out the playlist for this series so far, as well as the 2 old playlist. And, of course, check out 2 old and Kasper Ledet. I've said it so many times, this advent calendar is really tickling my fancy, so I hope you're not bored to tears of 2 old beers. And we're a third of the way in, so yeah, it's going so good so far. I've not had a bad beer. Even that dark black ale was interesting, at least. Not to my taste, but interesting. And this, yeah, saisons like this and Belgian sort of French styles like that, I think for my palate and my own personal tastes, they need some fruity elements. And even like a Berliner Weisse. A Berliner Weisse on its own doesn't do much for me, but you add fruits to it and it just takes it to a completely different level. Anyway, so I've waffled on. Oh, blueberry waffles. Yes, please. I've waffled on for way too long. Let's see what number we will be looking at tomorrow. There we go. So we've got a number here. And tomorrow, oh, we're starting at the beer we should have started with. Beer number 1. So, what's behind door number 1? You'll have to find out tomorrow. Thank you for watching so far. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying drinking these beers. See you guys later.